haven't seen the full. You haven't seen the full. See, 1, 2, 3, and then this is the one here. But you haven't seen the full potential of the build because I haven't upgraded my finishing yet. Haven't fully upgraded my play. Nothing's been fully upgraded except for the physicals on the 83 that you saw there. But yeah, so as you guys could clearly see, that this is, you know, the official build inside out scorer. I just did the Callaway episode thing. But yeah, so this is just to give a quick update. This is what his stats look like right now. So in reference to priority, what's going to happen, I got my ball handle to level 70. That's where I wanted it. What in reference to what's going to happen next, I'm going to be maxing out my physicals because I noticed that when you up your vertical, it helps with rebounding. Like, I've been getting way more rebounds now since my vertical has been upgraded. So it's gonna be my physicals. Then I'm gonna go over. I haven't fully decided yet. I think I'm gonna do my pass accuracy because that's 20,000, 24. And then I'm gonna go finishing, and then defense is actually gonna be the last thing I upgrade. Defense is gonna be the last thing that I upgrade. But basically, I'm going to be maxing out my physicals from left to right. In reference to playmaking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to max this out first. I'm going to max out my pass accuracy first. And then once that's maxed out, I'm going over to finishing. I'm maxing out close shot, driving in the order in which you see them there. And then once my finishing is maxed out, then I'm going to come back, upgrade my playmaking, and then defense. Might even go defense and then playmaking, honestly. But I don't know if I said it already. If I misspoke, I apologize. But the shooting is going to be the last thing that, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, I think it is truthfully is going to be defense. But yeah. So, as you can see, the badges here, maxed out my shooting badges. I've gotten way more comfortable with my build now and the shooting. I maxed it out way earlier. As you can see, it's the first set of badges that I maxed out. I was doing the drills, did about 45 shooting drills, I think it was. But, you know, here's my badge loadout right now. I don't have anywhere to put these finishing badges because I haven't touched finishing yet, which is why I wanted to do playmaking a little bit and then, you know, max out the physicals. Then I wanted to go into finishing because that is going to be the deciding factor when it comes to this build. This is going to be my new badge loadout. I'm trying it out. I had guard up on gold and I had midi magician on silver, so that's where the 3 points the 3 badge points are accounted for in green machine on bronze. I don't plan on adding any badges to this category. I mean, realistically, I could if I wanted to up green machine or up guard up, but green machine is a badge I don't really use very often because I feel like in a lot of ways it's a crutch for a lot of people. But in reference to the way that the game is this year, I feel like this might be a good investment for me. Like I said, I'm trying it out. Haven't effectively tested this in park just yet, but this is the loadout I've been running. Also, I've been running limitless range, trying to core it out naturally, but I wasn't like aiming at this badge until like a game or two ago in terms of my career. When I played the Warriors, I think I started, and I think I just finished playing the Warriors. I think, can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, just got Unpluckable today. because I upgraded my ball handling to a 70. That's where I wanted it for now, because this gives me bronze of both. And it also gives me the ability that once I unlock my badges, I can put on handles for days, because it's also as a 70. And I can get clamp breaker on bronze. Haven't fully decided, you know, in terms of what I saw. Like, I looked up badge videos in reference to killer combos. It doesn't do what they said it did. Like, killer combos was supposed to be quick chain and tight handles. Okay? It was supposed to be 2 badges in 1. So far, all it does is the quick chain from the tests that I've seen. So I'm gonna go over to because I've been getting the tight handle stun thing from doing a jab step. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. So this is the badge loadout I have been running. As of this point, Chase Down has to go up to gold, Rebound Chaser goes up to silver, and then Clamps, Glove, and Interceptor. I know you can't see Clamps behind me, but Clamps, Glove, and Interceptor are all going to be on silver. So yeah. That's essentially what's been going on. I don't know if you guys care about the quest, but I have one last one, which we're going to do now. So yeah. So I have been, you know, I always talk about the snowball when it comes to 2K and when it comes to VC and things of that nature. And I hit the snowball I hit the snowball about 2 days ago. Pretty much at the end of stream. I grinded, and I hit the VC snowball. And what I mean by that is I now have endorsements. I signed with Under Armour. I got 10 more games to play there. I got the Kia endorsement, the Mobile One, the Mountain Dew, and the DoorDash. Now, here's the crazy thing. These 4 that you're seeing on the screen, they were ready to sign as soon as I unlocked the endorsement. It wasn't that way last time. They were ready to sign as soon as I unlocked the endorsement. And that's because I started paying attention to those levels that you see above the thing. When you do those quests, and even in the media stuff, you know, I started answering questions so that those could go up. You know, you guys got to see my first experience in reference to the story, how I am as a person, how I am when it comes to things. What I did this time around was to get those where they are. And doing that doesn't really play any real... There's no real difference when it comes to the story. You might have some different cutscenes, but I completed the story already. So once I do it one time, like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, you guys got to see the 100% authentic, you know, run. You guys didn't get to see this, but there's a lot of people that have this footage all over. Like I said, I already completed this. So I'm not going to slow down and show the cutscenes and all of that stuff. I already completed this. It's a very short story. The only reason why it's like, some people are like, it's long. What are you talking about? The reason why it feels long is because they make you play NBA games in order to advance the story. So, other than that, the story's pretty short. It's pretty short. I was in November by the time my story ended the first time. Yeah, I was in the beginning of November. So this one is running a little bit longer.
I heard
because I started grinding
Hey,
different
so you
things.
finally met the great Kenny
They're
Cruz. How'd it
talking
go?
to each other.
Oh man, I got Hero, Cole, and T-Mac. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, I love it. This is
Look at
gonna
you.
be...
So I'm just skipping through the cutscenes at this point to see play 2 NBA games. And I actually have to play 2 for this as well. So that I knew that coming into today, that's what we were gonna have to do. I already did my drills, so they won't let me back in the building. But yeah, so just in case you guys wanted to see it, good luck. But in case you guys wanted to see it, let me get in here first. Let me get in here first. I was up till 7:30 in the morning, about 2 nights ago. Like after stream, I was up until 7 in the morning, testing out jumpers, testing out bases, releases, combining, blending. Didn't do much blending, but yeah. So this is my jumper now. TJ Warren as a base. You need to be 6'5" to 6'10" in order to unlock it. Chris Middleton, release 1. Paul George, release 2, because you guys know I like that release, so I kept that. The blend is 7723. Why? Because if you move it, the release speed goes to an A-, so it gets slower. That's the idea. Now, what I did, the reason why this was so easy for me to do, because I literally, what I did, I'm not even kidding you, this is on page 22. This is on the second to last page, right? I literally put the release point, put release 1 and 2 at Paul George, because I like his release, and then I literally clicked on every single base, every single one, on every single one of these pages, until I saw some, because this was my original base right here, LB. This was my original base. I clicked on every single one until I saw 2 things, okay? Which helped me narrow it down, mind you. 2 things. Good grades, and the shot itself had to look realistic to my jumper, like my actual jumper. So for me, base 98, I've been using it since 2K20. Because there's no more numbered releases and everything's named, as you can see, this kind of looks like 98. So what I did was I wanted a base to give me that same release point that I had with 98, and this is what I came up with. Look at how similar it looks to 98. So, after I had Paul George release 2 and TJ Warren as the base, I put it 50-50, and then I went with every release. And I came up with Chris Middleton, who's actually a shooter for, I think he's still on the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken. But that's how I came up. I blend it is extremely fast, okay? It is extremely fast. Now the reason why this works out for me, is because I have to have my settings on very early when I'm on my monitor. When I'm on my TV, it's on late. I can't make this up. It's literally on late. So what I had to do was I had to find a release point and a jumper. This is how specific it had to be, y'all. I had to be on late, and I had to find something that I liked on late. I couldn't let it be on very early or early, because it wouldn't work when it came to stream. Unless I used the Xbox app and did that whole situation. Y'all know I'm trying to do my best to stay away from that, because I can't clip on there, and I can't, you know, it's unstable sometimes. So I had to be on late and find this jumper. And this is what I came up with. It's like when you see it, I mean, I don't know how this is going to go in my career. I'm not going to lie to you, because I didn't play my career on my monitor. what you saw me doing in the Gatorade facility, that's the only warm-up. That's the only warm-up that I've done. That's it. So, is it 98 LaMarcus Aldridge since 2K21, or did they change that base again? I've never known it to be LaMarcus Aldridge. I've known LaMarcus Aldridge to have its own base, and he jumps during his base. Because that was a popular base in 19. That was a very popular base in 19, and he jumps on his base. So,
and with the season started,
I've never known it to be those to be the comparison.
Kevin, first impressions are important.
They changed it in 21? I don't know. That news to me, because like I said, I've been using it since 20. I didn't see any difference from 20 to 22. I didn't see any difference in the release, in the base, not the release, in the base. So when they have me, because I've gotten way more comfortable with shooting, when they have me in with these players, I shoot threes essentially. I don't try to get assists. You know, sometimes I go into teammate grade time, sometimes I do it, but I don't have to as much as I did before. Because when you start to get those stats, that was a foul. When you start to get the stats, you can just, see what I mean? So it changes the my career experience for me. My career absolutely, even though I'm playing on pro, by the way, forgot to mention that. I'm playing on pro because for me, if you get the stats, it evens out.
Remarkable consistency.
It evens out. So that I'm still getting 1,000 VC per game. The game is a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier to get your objectives and do the things. See, you know, they're telling me get an A-, that's the highest thing, but I equipped the second leadership skill, which was the original one where you just have to get a B.
Green, the pass to Green.
But I can get my stats by halftime. See? I can get my stats by halftime.
Especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Morris with a screen on Green.
That's a midi. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't want to shoot a midi. But yeah.
Highland passes to Brown.
So that's how that goes. Also, there was an update today. Today is the 28th. There was an update to 2K when I logged on this morning. Well,
back to Brown.
Afternoon. I logged on today. Leave it at that. The reason I can shoot so well in my career, by the way, hint, hint, the private parks. Grinding those private parks has taught me the AI movement. It taught me how to get open, and, you know, when I have enough space for my shot, all of that stuff.
Transition as well. That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops?
Yeah.
They've significantly
okay, easy. Got you.
down their pace.
Good on both. And the Nuggets,
Got you.
Clark playing slow.
But yeah, so this is essentially how
multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. I mean, the Joker is a
I don't, you know, my graded, I got an A- for greening.
And score. So
for greening.
He
and I've only hit 4.
Opposing defenses from anywhere on the court.
So.
And the staff has adjusted how they play to fit Joker's skill set. That's a smart move.
Count the basket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
From
That's all.
Three-point range, Highland with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here.
So this is how I've been working on my limitless range. I just pop my tape, shoot from there, because usually they give you the space because they don't think you can shoot from there. That's just, you know, the AI defense.
Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Here's T.
Well,
offline with his 3.
took a pull-up in that instance. Was trying to
Brown the pass to Highland.
get one more shot before the thing.
Outside, Green. And here's Brown outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
Found my favorite 2K picture ever made. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
So far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes.
So that's
here in
what
a second. And quite a position
this is
here for the
essentially
Clippers to be in.
how
What do you think, guys?
Just stretching out the floor. That
might be
first,
off.
they had the defense
Had to take over.
scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Jackson is out there with T, and it's Brown and at the center locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline.
So this is helping me. So this is what I've been. This is my strategy for pouring limitless range. Also, by the way, there's a lot of rumors going around about Gym Rat.
I'm giving my best every day, and I'm good.
I haven't heard. I'll tell you this. Oh, there's Team Tape. So now I got to take over again.
And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
I haven't been able to confirm. Let me see. I'll try to. Let's see if there's anything. Hold on. I'm gonna try to do this live. Did he say? He didn't say. Okay. So they did. So I can't confirm how many actual games of my career you have to play. But I can confirm is that the Gym Rat only works. I was gonna joke. It only works on builds you've made after you get the Gym Rat. So it's not gonna go across all your builds that you currently have. Don't know why. That's just the way it is. So power is basically the way power DF.
Here's Los Angeles now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. From deep
so yeah.
Range and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Smith kicks to Green. Back to Smith. Green with a screen on Jackson.
Good.
There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless.
So that's
at
dumb.
the defensive
Yeah,
end,
I mean,
they've really got to pick
I've been
up
watching a lot of like different videos and things of that nature
Here's
the past
the
couple of
screen.
days and stuff, and just been watching like different how people feel about the badges and things of that nature. That's Jeff Green.
Here's T. Covered by Smith. On pass to George. Takes the alley-oop pass and puts it down.
That is
I tell you what,
He's a
mind-blowing
defender, that's why I
experience when you
didn't
look at Paul George as a dunker.
go at
This
him like
guy
that.
makes alley-oops look easy.
Turnovers
left side
suck
wing.
in my career. But yeah, I've been watching it
Here's
quite
Jokic,
a few
scored the basket.
videos.
His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
And then Leonard with the
But
dunk.
yeah,
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
I am pretty much, as you can see, I'm a 77. I should have put that in the title, but Twitch was having issues, so I couldn't even put that in the title. Let me see if I can do it now. Yeah, it's still not. Okay, so I'll update it over here. So I can't do it through the Twitch thing, but I can do it through the Streamlabs thing because it wasn't letting me update my title. Yeah, see, I can update it through Streamlabs, but I can't update it through Twitch. Maybe I have to refresh the screen. Let's see. See if that did anything. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, it did. Okay, so we can do it now. Awesome. Okay, cool. Cool. All right.
Coming out of high school.
I sent the picture on Discord. Had to look through my OneDrive. Yeah, I've been clearing out my OneDrive. Because it's been getting ridiculously full, and it even had some.
Before he ever made an all-star team.
See, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, y'all, just like pay attention. Look, he's backpedaling. Kawhi is on his hip. He hasn't turned to like guard him yet. So what I did was I pulled Kawhi, and it look. They're in a line. There's nobody back there. So my pass, you see, so I'm going straight, right? But you see me start to veer off to the left. It's because that's the way I'm pulling Kawhi. He's already reacted. It's too late. His reaction was too late.
The 75 greatest. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting
You'll love to
possessions.
stay at 77 overall, White Tiger 7.
Green
Yeah,
pass to Smith.
no. Very limited.
Now,
Even though it
Jokic,
feels
he's guarded
good,
by Brown.
I'm still very
And
limited.
Jokic missing.
I have no finishing
Clippers
right
have gone
now,
8 of 9 in the second quarter.
realistically.
Very nearly perfect from the field. Back to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
But yeah.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Najee. Michael Porter comes in.
So also, for some reason, they did well. I guess when the games are attached to quest
Left
events,
to the wing.
it doesn't let you skip it, even if you get, the 25
Here's
points in
Jokic.
the second
And
half.
again, Denver, no good. The Clipper shooting has been
It
just
still doesn't let
fantastic,
you,
around
who is
65%
this?
tonight, getting
Who's this
exactly
lock
what they
on?
want
Who is
when
this?
they want it.
Who is this?
To
Oh,
the
that's
paint.
Caldwell Pope.
And it's
Okay.
George finishing it up.
Slam dunk
But yeah.
city, Paul
So.
George. With the big-time throwdown there.
The
Jackson
gym
against
rat.
Smith.
Hold
Jokic. That
The gym
shot
rat
is off.
thing just
Some solid
sounds
defense
like
from
another
Brown.
idea they made for people to spend money, but I mean, they didn't even. Here's the thing: one person who was talking about the whole gym rat situation, they were like, why didn't they tell us?
Shot clock at 6.
Like that wasn't the case in previous years. In previous years, you had to you had to get Jim Rat on every single build, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it didn't transfer over. This is the first time that that's been a thing. So,
To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. Moves back up. And he sinks the
so
layup.
that's a W for it even being in the game, truthfully.
Caldwell Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
Here's T. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
I'm gonna search for food in a bit. Sounds good, man. Definitely get some food in you.
Ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
From the wing, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Good, another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep,
God, I'm supposed to be getting assists. I need to get assists.
Jokic with his screen on Leonard. Gordon with it. Picked up by
I need to
Brown.
get assists.
Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing.
Same thing. Same thing. Gotta look. Same thing. Same exact thing. There's nobody protecting the paint. He hasn't turned to guard him. So I dragged him in. There's nobody protecting the paint.
The title. Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
Food and ice cream.
And
I'm staying away from drinks.
Island's checked in.
But yeah, maybe fries and a
It's easy
bucket of
to
ice
forget
cream.
about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Okay.
Inside, here's Porter, and finished off
I want a
by Porter.
burger.
The finish
I want some
was
chicken. I
nice,
saw a
but
Popeyes
the setup
commercial
was
today,
Yeah,
and it made me
so
want
the
chicken.
pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not
Made me
enough
want
help
chicken.
from the defense there to
Maybe want some
compensate.
tenders.
He gets a clean look.
My regular
and
stuff,
that's
my chicken
exactly what
tenders
he
with
brought
the
up.
And I've been
fries,
impressed with the unselfishness,
and then
but
the
also
mashed
getting
potatoes
off the
with
ball where
the
they can do
biscuit,
something.
the mashed potatoes with gravy and the
Delivering a
biscuit,
lot of room service times
with the
tonight.
what is it,
One
Bayou
sweep, one
Buffalo.
And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg
See,
Hodges
same thing, same thing. I'm telling you, look. These are easy things to look for. This is how real basketball works. Look, see, he's not guarding him. He's not playing the passing lane, and there's nobody back there.
I think that deal worked out for him.
I think the change of scenery was.
I think I have frozen chicken burgers. Man just said chicken burgers. What he means is basically,
Three-point opportunity.
you know how they have turkey burgers? Chicken burgers.
Nicholas Batum
So like chicken
is checked in
patties,
for Los Angeles.
but burger
John
form.
Wall comes in for Jackson. Brown is checked in for the Nuggets.
At least I hope so.
There's Caldwell Pope.
Hope that's what he's talking
No
about.
good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Pass to T. The three.
Oh! I wasn't trying to. I was trying to call for a
It's
pick. I
close
wasn't
making
trying to
the
shoot.
defense pay for the lax coverage
Crap.
that time.
The three ball. Trains the three-pointer. Highland's got 10.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're.
See? Same thing. Same thing. He's not in a position to defend it. Look. You just gotta see it. You gotta see it. Look. It's just wide open. He's past the defense. Look, they're so spread out. I don't know who he's guarding. There's nobody over here. I guess he's waiting for Paul George to come down. See? It's just right there. It's just, you just see this stuff. I guess that's why. I guess, yeah. I mean,
The thing about Morris doesn't have the big vertical.
I was just editing a stream
once
for
he gets
YouTube,
around the rim.
and we were in rec,
Passes to Gordon.
and I just stared at the camera
To the inside.
because it was
Outside for Caldwell Pope.
like the ball moved like 4 different times,
Their game
and I
plan
was just
needs to
standing
change
still
if they're going to get
because
out
I
of
was
this hole,
open.
because he is just not there offensively.
And yeah, I was just. It's just. I guess that's why I get a little bit irritated from me. Not. I don't get irritated to the point where it affects my game, but it like builds up. It's a very. It builds up very slowly.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
I was trying to get back to cover that, but it builds up very slowly, but it does build up when like when I'm like constantly overlooked, and especially this year because there's adrenaline bars. So basically, what's happening is I'll use my adrenaline, and this was my first. This was the first thing I said about it. This was the first thing I said about it. Once I found out that using turbo cost you an adrenaline bar,
And it's T with the
I was
rebound.
like, this is gonna suck.
T's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to George.
See? Again. You just got to see it. You just got to see it. See? Look. He's too high. There's nobody behind him. I could have threw an alley right here. So y'all will see. Look. You just got to see the open spot. But anyway, I guess that's why it's a bit irritating for me, because and I had to get over this. And y'all even heard me say it, you know, a few streams ago, where it's like, I guess it is like hard to see stuff like that for people. I guess it is, you know. I thought, you know, I don't know what I thought, truthfully. I don't know what I thought, but it apparently is hard to do that, to see things like that.
Strong performances throughout, and
you know, because it comes so easy to me. I mean, I guess, well, I'm gifted to do it. I'll give you that. So I'm not sitting here like, oh, everyone has to be like me. Absolutely not. Yeah. See, that's why he got the steal, because it was somebody protecting the paint. And the other instances, there was nobody there. So that's why he got the steal. That's what I mean by you just got to see it. That's why I always have my icons up. You always see me playing with my icons up in a given situation, because I see something. If I pull my icons up, it's because I see something, or I'm anticipating something's about to happen. And I'm going to need to make a quick decision. So, also, real quick, just a quick tip in reference to this while we're on this. Two things I want to say. If you want to, like, get... You were supposed to come across, PG. Take it. Take it.
And here's Brown. 13 points from him the last game.
But if you want to get better at certain things, you could use the drills to help with that. Meaning, what I've been doing, because I'm going to show you right now. I have the shot timing, the shot meter for Pro Stick only. So my layups are Pro Sticks. My layups are Pro Sticks, because you get a higher percentage for using it. So I'm getting used to it. They got the dunk meter, right? So I'm doing it with my layups too, but I still have the option to not use the Pro Stick on some layups.
Just like my buddy the Jet.
Rookie leaderboard, I only average 7 rebounds. Yeah, I only average 7 because my physicals were down a lot longer during this build, like this playthrough of the season that I had. I beat the story at 76. Now the reason why I'm so high in reference to the overall, I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. The reason I'm so high right now is because I figured out that VC method we talked about last time, with the multiple builds, and they all get a different set of quests, and you just go from there. But so yeah, so in reference to like getting better at certain things, like Chris Brickley has it. I gotta check to see. I'm gonna check after this game. Yeah, I was trying to get him to pass it to me. I was too far away though. I gotta see if it's
Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope.
See, he was playing it that time.
Slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Taking a look at the
but
numbers. The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon.
Got there sooner.
Contavious Caldwell Pope is out there.
But I gotta look to see after this game if they have it in the drill. But if you want to get better at what I was talking about, and like just seeing open people, there's a drill that Chris Brickley makes you do.
I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group.
He's a shooter, so I was expecting him to shoot, not do that. But there's a drill called icon passing, funny enough. And that is how I make the majority of my passes, even in park. It's even in park. You see me using it in my career, which is essentially a step down from rec. But it's realistically the same thing. They give you a little bit of time, like 3 seconds, 2-3 seconds, something like that. Honestly, it's like 3. Even though the top it says 2, by the time it starts, it's like 3 seconds. It's like 3 seconds.
Jokic is incredible in those areas. I mean, he sees the floor extremely well for a big guy.
And the whistle blows, it's going to be on Ish Smith. That's his
So
third
it gives
foul
you
of
like
the game.
3 seconds
And the media
to
is able
see
to
who's
vote on
open
awards
and
like
hit their
all
butt.
rookie, but Greg, those
And I
awards
love that drill
can end up determining
because
a
it
player's max
teaches
salary.
you how
And it
to
can certainly
read and
No
react
doubt there
quickly.
is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right?
Oh, I can't wait till I'm doing those. Stop dribbling the ball. That's what you get. This is what I'm talking about. Friggin' NBA, bro. This is what I'm talking about. He just got in his way. How is that not a blocking foul? I need to understand that.
Where that pass was going, that is
But anyway,
brutal turnover.
A different look for Denver.
it's the problem with this game.
Zeke Naji,
Got
he's
6'9"
checked in
point
for
guards,
Jokic.
6'9" power
In comes
forwards.
in
All
Aaron Gordon,
the meta
and
is
it's
basically
Green in for
6'9",
Smith.
and it's like, you know, I watched a video today that was talking
Green
about
with the screen for Brown.
rim running basically because of the block
Over in the corner,
situation.
Green buries it from three-point
And
range.
he was
Well,
like,
having
you
a
know,
good half so far offensively,
it was
shooting
what was
over
it was
50% from the field now,
Phantoms.
Trying to close the gap.
It was Phantoms. I think that's the name of the guy.
Here's T.
But he was like, you know, oh, you know, if 6'9" is not your play style, you know, that's your opinion or whatever. And like the video at the end kind of triggered me because he said it like 2 or 3 times. And he was like, you know, if that's not your style of play, then that's your opinion and all that. I'm like,
Here's Highland, guarded by Jackson.
a play style is an opinion.
And not the
A
prototype
6'9"
power
point
forward,
guard is
but
somebody
he has
playing out of
tremendous
position.
athletic ability.
That's not common. Like that's not like a play style is an opinion. But this is an NBA game. Okay? This game is a simulation connected to a sport and connected to a professional sport. The reason why I stay away from, I wanted to get into MUT, which is my team, but for Madden. I wanted to get into MUT last year, but the reason I don't is because, ooh, he was open.
Here's T.
Something I missed out.
Guarded by Green. T, the pass to Pop.
The reason I didn't is because they had what you call out of position cards. So they had, for those of you who know Derrick Henry, he's like oh my God, he's a powerful running back. Man will he literally makes a career out of stiff arming grown men. Okay? But they had him playing as a quarterback.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles.
They had Randy Moss, a Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Thanks very much.
Did you hear what I
Not
said?
that long ago,
Hall of
of course, the
Fame
analytical
wide
team
receiver.
shot way more three-pointers,
They had
and
him
they found a temporary
position.
edge, but now
It's
every
like a
team shoots lot of
defensive back or
threes,
something
and
like that.
It's more about personnel.
So it's like,
When a
it's like,
superstar
it's
shooting the
not,
ball,
I
that
don't usually
mid-range
throw
jumper
alleys to him,
can be
honestly.
very efficient. Guys,
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix.
But that's the reason why I stayed away from MUT, because it's like, it's not that, I'm not saying that these things don't happen. Magic Johnson, one of my favorite people to watch like old videos of.
Brown kicks to Caldwell Pope.
He was 6'9". He was playing out of position, and people seem to forget that because you got Luka at 6'7" running the point guard, or Ben Simmons at 6'9" running the point guard. They are playing out of position. That's like, if you want to make that in the builder, don't give them the ability to be a PG. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. The funny thing is, some of you might not even know who this is. Michael Carter Williams. I'll give you a second.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead.
Pause the YouTube video. Take a second. Stream, you're about to get what I have to say about this. Michael Carter Williams at one point was the tallest point guard to ever play the game. Guess how tall he was?
Became the lowest
6'6".
ever win the MVP.
6'6". Not 6'9",
Second round pick.
not 6'7", 6'6". He was the tallest person to get drafted as a point guard. Not as a small forward, not as a power forward and then turn point guard. No. He was drafted as a point guard at
From
6'6".
second rounder to MVP Greg, Nikola
So
Jokic.
now
What a
this
start.
game is modeling itself
You know,
after
one thing that
what?
Jokic did to transform his game, dedicate himself
It's
to
modeling
his
itself
position.
after the
Jokic is in
NBA.
much better shape now.
The NBA does not have 6'9" point guards. They have 6'9" power forwards playing as point guards. That's the difference. 2K messed this builder up. 2K messed this builder up.
Passes to Highland.
Like,
Jacks up a
okay,
three.
you want to say it's an opinion, but there's certain things that you can attach an opinion to. The fact is, this is an NBA licensed game. This is based off of the NBA. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. The fact is, there is a power forward by the name of Ben Simmons playing point guard. There is a small forward by the name of Luka Doncic playing point guard at 6'7". That is a fact.
10 straight points off assists. That's
What the
very
heck
impressive,
happened to
and
him?
it also
By the way,
makes the
I don't know
game
if I
easy
showed
and
you
fun
guys
to
last time, but I got Rajon Rondo on my team now. Never happened in any of my playthroughs, but it happened now. See, people like Jokic dribbling up the ball as a center. Like, it's like, there's, I think, in the builder, if I'm not mistaken, he can't jump with him. He can't jump with him. I knew that. I knew it was going to happen there. I think you have the ability to make a 6'7" center, if I'm not mistaken.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
It's tipped and it's out of bounds. The net is able
I have to play this whole game because we're only up 17,
Continuous Caldwell
unfortunately.
Pope, who's checked in for Denver.
But probably have to play it anyway.
Jokic with his screen on run.
But that's
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Rockets hit.
like, this is irritating. Like right here, this crap is irritating. Very irritating.
From outside. off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's T. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Yeah, he was
Denver's
covered. I was
gone ice
covered.
cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Smith the pass to Jokic.
But I'm not hating on people like Jokic who can pass the ball. I just don't like the idea of, you know, like, it started with LeBron, realistically. If I'm being honest with you. It started with LeBron. Like, if you want to talk about that, yeah, I wasn't feeling that. If you want to talk about when it really started, it started with LeBron, 6'8", bringing up the ball.
In the first half, nothing
Not to say he can't do that. But again, running him at point guard is where there's a problem.
Smith's got 4 points in the
Because now what's going to happen is, and you guys can already, well, those who follow the NBA can already see it. Now the positions are getting taller and taller.
T shot is good.
And that's another three. And if the defense is
So,
hoping that they don't,
I'm not saying I hate, I'm hating on LeBron James or anything like that. Awesome as a player. Absolutely awesome as a player.
And with the leap in the ability that Caldwell Pope possesses,
One of the
he
most
knows
consistent
when
people
to
I've
bounce
seen
to the rack and
in a
throw
very
it.
long time. In terms of like physicality, having the ability to do what he does and play the type of game that he plays for a long period of time. D-Wade was a slasher, but he retired early. You know, there's a lot of things that comes with slashing, leaping ability. Vince Carter, you saw him at the end of his career, you know, become a shooter, basically. That's kind of how that goes, in a sense. Because you can't, you know, but it's just like, you, like, this is not an arcade game. Like that, there's no way a 6'9" point guard should have an advantage over somebody who plays the position efficiently. They should have severe limitations if you're going to allow them to do that. They should have severe limitations. Severe limitations. That should not be desirable. It should not be the meta. That shouldn't be what everybody's running to. It shouldn't be.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Caldwell Pope trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. There's the triple. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist here tonight. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance. An outstanding win for the Clippers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
I greened like the first, whatever.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for T.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
So the Clippers with the win.
Amazing game, MP. You were the man.
Remember when Vince Carter almost dunked on Cat, but thought about his age mid-leap? Yeah, Simmons is like 6'9", 6'10". Same as KD. They've been playing around with people's heights over the years, if I'm being honest with you.